You handle the lead response at 9 p.m. You correct the invoice manually before it goes out. You chase the signature on a contract that was supposed to be automated. You call this exhaustion growth. Every manual touch represents a hidden tax on your strategic time. By inserting yourself into the micro moments of the business, you have created a structural dependency. The company operates at the speed of your personal attention. You aren't working harder to grow, you are working harder to avoid building a system. This habit of personal intervention is a structural failure disguised as a badge of honor. The person who built the business is now the primary bottleneck holding it back. You have become the highest paid administrator in your own company, performing tasks that a specialized system should have eliminated months ago. Imagine a global technology giant trying to operate this way. If a CEO with $1 trillion market cap personally approved every customer refund or followed up with every sales lead, the entire infrastructure would collapse within minutes. These enterprises scale infinitely because they refuse to touch the work you are currently drowning in. They have mastered a specific architecture of control that allows them to manage millions of interactions without ever personally employing the people performing them. To understand how they scale while you struggle, we have to look past the motivational speeches about hustle. We have to look at how elite corporate capitalism systematically sheds the burden of demanding high-turnover labor to protect its strategic core. The world's most profitable firms operate through a model called the fissured workplace. This isn't an accident. It is a deliberate strategic choice to shed the direct employment of frontline roles like customer service and sales development. This strategy follows the theory of core competencies. Strategic management dictates that a firm must concentrate its capital and executive attention entirely on the roots, the unique proprietary skills that differentiate them. Repetitive, commoditized tasks are considered leaves. They are necessary for the tree to function, but they are not the source of its strength. When you spend your day answering routine questions or updating a CRM, you are spending root-level energy on leaf-level work. Wealthy firms refuse to let their leadership be imprisoned by these resources. They push the friction of day-to-day personnel management to specialized third-party vendors, ensuring that their internal infrastructure remains concentrated on high-value innovation. The financial justification for this distancing is found in the total cost of talent, or TCOT. If you only look at a base salary, you are ignoring the massive compounding expenses that make in-house hiring a dangerous allocation of your capital. Watch the in-house SDR cost stack up. Base salary plus 25 to 31% payroll taxes, benefits, and software. The heaviest block? A 40% attrition rate, adding massive recruitment and ramp costs. This fully loaded US seat costs $174,000. Outsourcing delivers it for $48,000. Insisting on managing this overhead yourself is the most expensive way to avoid building a system. You are paying a premium for the privilege of being a bottleneck. There is a deeper reason wealthy firms fissure their workplace. They are evading the fair wage effort expectations that occur when low-wage workers share an office with highly compensated executives. Behavioral economics shows that workers judge fairness relative to the profitability of their employer. If you hire a customer service rep directly into your profitable business, they will eventually demand a portion of your surplus through higher wages or premium benefits. Outsourcing solves this social comparison problem. By legally separating the worker from your firm, you sever the psychological link to your profits. You get market-rate labor without the internal morale crises that distort your wage structure. You are currently trying to physically manage every single sector of the entire labor market under one roof. You deal with the emotional labor, the crushing employee burnout, and the constant wage pressure of roles that wealthy companies kicked out of their buildings decades ago. The businesses gaining leverage aren't getting faster. They are becoming less dependent on the owner's speed. They identify repeatable work, document the ownership, and move the execution away from the highest cost person in the building. Think about your current baseline. A lead waits, you are in a meeting. No one follows up because the system is in your head. The opportunity cools while you are busy being indispensable. Contrast that with a support architecture. A trained person owns the follow-up. The CRM is updated, the appointment is scheduled. You see the result on your dashboard, but you never had to touch the task. You can choose to be structurally necessary to every task, or you can choose to actually own a company. One path leads to a management prison, the other leads to scale. This is the practical way out. Global Advantage Employment's 14-day advantage provides the immediate architecture you need to stop being the bottleneck. We place one dedicated, trained, bilingual assistant directly into your real workflow for 14 days. This is a real working trial designed to prove how much of your day is currently being wasted on repeatable labor. Your assistant works from our managed office environment. They are backed by our team for accountability, training, and consistency. You aren't hiring an isolated freelancer. You are plugging into a managed infrastructure. Let them handle the lead follow-up, the appointment setting, the CRM updates, and the daily administrative execution that is currently burying you. See the calls, hear the results, feel the work finally come off your plate. Global Advantage Employment's 14-Day Advantage puts one trained bilingual assistant into your real workflow for 14 days. They can handle the follow-up, appointment setting, CRM updates, customer service, admin, and daily execution that keeps falling back on you. Your assistant works from our managed office environment and is backed by our team for accountability and consistency. See the follow-up, hear the calls, feel the work come off your plate. If it is not the right fit, you pay nothing. You only continue and only begin paying if it works for your business. Go to globaladvantageemployment.com/advantage trial.